What's going on, guys? My name is Michael. If you have even the smallest interest in birds, you're going to love this video because I am doing a tier list on birds. Now I know what you're thinking, birds are lame, birds are boring, what's fun about birds? Shut your fucking mouth, because birds are awesome and I've done some research and they're honestly terrifying. There are some terrifying birds. No spoilers, but there may or may not be a dinosaur towards the end of the video, and ducks are not what you think they are, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all. So the first bird we're gonna take a look at is the turkey. You're probably all familiar with turkeys, but just in case you aren't, this is what they look like. They're fucking ugly. They're fucking ugly. This is a personal tier list, and I find turkey meat to be dry and I hate it. And now that I'm looking at a turkey real close and I'm noticing the balls on his face, the scrotum, turkeys get enough because they have a scrotum on their face and it's gross. They taste gross. And just in general, they look homeless. They look like homeless birds. The next bird we're gonna take a look at is the American bald eagle. The American bald eagle is beautiful, majestic, and patriotic. That's what we're looking for in S tier birds, with only one flaw. So this is what Donald has you thinking a bald eagle sounds like. It's pretty cool. Whoa, yeah. That's what an S tier bird sounds like. Unfortunately, this is what a bald eagle actually sounds like. You're hearing that correctly. This is what a bald eagle actually sounds like. So we're just gonna put him where he belongs, in F tier. So the next bird we're gonna take a look at is the roadrunner. Roadrunners are in fact real birds. Any bird that can successfully evade a killer coyote that has, what, 700, 800 IQ? This man is building rockets, he's building all kinds of explosive traps to catch the roadrunner, and the roadrunner just yeets them all. The roadrunner's been escaping this man for decades, so the roadrunner gets an S tier. The next bird on the list is the seagull. If you've ever been to a McDonald's, then you know that seagulls are their #1 customer. Seagulls love McDonald's and fast food. They love to eat that shit off the ground, and it's disgusting. For that reason, I would put seagulls in the D tier. But after seeing this picture, I realized something. I realized that seagulls are just like human. Once upon a time, we used to hunt all kinds of animals, and we were apex predators. And then we discovered fast food, and we said, fuck hunting. And seagulls did the exact same thing. Seagulls are clearly capable of hunting, but they just prefer fast food. And so I'm gonna place them on the B tier, because they are capable of hunting, but they just prefer fast food. Just like us. You and I are so different. Alright, vultures are the next bird on the list. Vultures are fucking ugly. Let's just get a better look at these things. Vultures look like the kind of bird that would eat something dead. Like if you didn't know vultures ate dead things and you saw this bird, you'd be like, yeah, he looks like he eats dead animals. And you'd be right, because vultures are known for eating the corpses of animals, and it's disgusting. I can only imagine what vulture meat tastes like based off their diet. So I'm gonna put vultures in the E tier, simply because there's a little part of me that thinks that it's kind of cool that they eat dead animals, but it's mostly disgusting. Now we have to talk about pelicans. I personally hate pelicans. I can't stand them. They terrify me. These are one of the terrifying birds I was talking about. Pelicans eat animals whole. They don't have teeth. They're like flying snakes essentially, and I'm gonna show you guys a video, a horrific video of a pelican eating a bird, and I can't even get through the whole video, so I'm not gonna make you guys. I'm gonna show you a bit of it and you're gonna see why pelicans are terrifying. Yeah, he's just not chewing the bird because they don't chew. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. I honestly don't know what he's doing. He's trying to keep the bird in his mouth, because that bird has a lot of fight. That bird is 100% alive. Can you imagine being that bird just trapped in that thing's mouth, struggling for dear life? And he even has, the bird has part of its body out, and he gets pretty close to getting out. Spoiler alert, the bird does not get out. So here we see the pelican getting real close to swallowing. The bird's in his neck right now, and he's just like wiggling around trying to finish off the poor bird. The bird is still alive at this point. So pelicans are terrifying. I'm not gonna give them an S because they don't have teeth, and you can't really be an apex predator without teeth, right? That's not a good reason. Hummingbirds kind of suck. They need to consume 1,000 calories an hour or they just die. They're incredibly inefficient. Fun fact, they're ranked the second most inefficient creature on the planet Earth. So that makes them pretty low on the list. Fortunately for hummingbirds, they're capable of hovering, which no other bird can do on this list, at least. I mean, hovering is useless, but it's cool. So we're gonna put them on the C tier because they're cute, they're aesthetically pleasing, they're incredibly inefficient, but they can hover. There's a bit of balance there. Yes, the flamingo. Flamingos are exotic, they're beautiful, they're pink, they got little tiny long legs, they're kind of funny to look at. Maybe they're not so beautiful, they're just funny to look at. But they're not authentic. They've actually been lying to us. Can you guess what color flamingos naturally are? I'll give you 5 seconds if you could guess. Wrong. You're fucking wrong. Guaranteed. Guaranteed everybody who actually guessed is wrong. Because flamingos are naturally gray, which is kind of weird, right? That makes them a lot less cool. But it gets worse. The reason why they turn pink is because of the shrimp they eat. That's the lamest reason for any animal to change colors. There are lizards who change colors to camouflage. That's cool. But changing colors because you eat shrimp, that's a fucking joke. And so flamingos get an F tier because they're fake as fuck. Toucans. There's not really much to say about toucans. Their beaks are way too long and Fruit Loops are fucking awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and put them in the B tier. The next birds I'm gonna talk about come in a pair. They are the swallow and the sparrow. I literally don't know anything about these birds. I know absolutely nothing. I didn't even bother to research them because I play Pokemon. And in Pokemon, these birds are fucking useless. So we're gonna give them an F tier. Storks. Everybody knows that storks go around delivering babies like it's their day job, which is a great thing. It's a nice deed to do, you know. Someone can't have a baby. Oh, thank God storks exist. They'll just drop a baby off eventually in the middle of the night. That's great. You're probably thinking S tier, right? Because that's an S tier characteristic, delivering babies. But do you ever wonder where they get the babies from? They definitely don't make babies because they're birds. I don't know where they get them from. It's definitely something to consider. That is why they are the first bird in the D tier. Penguins. Penguins automatically lose points because they can't fly. Luckily, they make up for that by being very skilled singers and dancers. Unfortunately, due to the fact that most penguins are restricted to colder places like Antarctica and like the North Pole, and as we know from Bill Nye, those places won't exist in like a month due to climate change. I have no choice but to place penguins in the E tier for extinct. The next bird is the Canadian goose. Shout out Canadian goose. I'm Canadian. Cue the Canadian national anthem. Originally, I want to put them right in the S tier because I'm Canadian and they're the Canadian goose, right? It only makes sense. And then I stumbled across a savage video. It kind of made me second guess that. If you didn't already know, Canadian geese are absolute savages. They will fuck you up. They are not scared to fight humans and small children. Roll the clip. So we have a little kid having a little standoff with the goose. The goose is, oh, they're trying to take the baby. So this is an attack on the baby. They must be working with the storks. So luckily the kid was not harmed. The baby was never heard from again. The stork probably stole it. So I'm gonna put Canadian geese in the B tier, in the D tier. We're gonna put them in D tier because they're dicks. And they were picking on that little child. They stole that fucking baby. They stole the baby and gave it to the stork. Now we know where the storks get their babies from.
Yo, it's Michael 5 seconds from the future. That's a duck. That's not a Canadian goose. Everything I said was about the goose, but I accidentally used the picture of the duck.
Ducks are a controversial bird. You've probably heard about the mother ducks who look after their ducklings and they walk around town and they're all fluffy and cute and the mom's just being a responsible parent. They're eating bread, just swimming in a river, all that good stuff. But you've probably never heard about the daddy ducks with the 12-inch exploding screwdriver penises. And now you're probably like, huh? Unfortunately, I can't give you any more information without having the CEO of YouTube personally removing my video. But if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, just Google duck penis and you'll learn. It is for that reason that ducks land themselves in the C tier. Sure, the mothers are great and the ducklings are adorable, but the daddy ducks are evil, evil men. The next bird we're going to talk about is the peacock. A gorgeous bird, beautiful, fancy feathers, aesthetically pleasing.
Blah, 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 blah.
Unfortunately, that's just the male peacocks I'm talking about. The female peacocks look like this. Pretty average. Imagine this. Imagine being a peacock. Thousands of years of evolution, slowly changing your feathers from whatever they look like way back when to these gorgeous creatures. Thousands of years of evolution. That's a long time. All to impress this mediocre looking bird. That's fucking pathetic. Since the males try way too hard and the females don't even try at all, we're gonna put them in the C tier. Ostriches are the next bird we're gonna talk about. They are super duper cool. Ostriches have this special power, I guess. It's basically a superpower. Whenever they sense danger, they just bury their heads in the sand and it kind of gives them this like, they can't see me, I can't see them kind of effect. They're basically invincible from what I read on the internet. And it's for that reason that they go straight into the S tier.
Bro, you know that's not true, right?
Huh?
Yeah, no, that's like an old myth or something. It's not true. They don't do that.
I mean, I've known this is something I've known my whole life, so there's not really any chance that it can't be true. Do ostriches bury their heads? Here we go. Contrary to the popular myth, Ostriches do not bury their heads in the sand. It simply flops to the ground and remains still. That's an F. Alright, the last bird, but certainly not the least bird on this list, is the cassowary bird. This bird is practically a dinosaur. It is one DNA strand shy of being an actual dinosaur. It's the world's most deadliest bird, and it would be in the S tier, but unfortunately it can't fly, so it will go in the A tier category. But before we place it there, I'm just gonna show you guys a little video of this bird in action, and we're gonna see why it's ranked so highly. Because you're probably like, it doesn't look that scary. It looks like it doesn't even have wings, just like a little body with legs. But as you can see here, it literally lays dinosaur eggs because it is in fact a dinosaur. Big old talons. Look at it go. Wow, that is a powerful bird. Don't want that guy's job, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, this is the final bird, and it is going in the A tier. Its only downfall is that it can't fly. Alright guys, that is it for the video. If you thought the birds should be in a higher or lower tier, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If I missed any birds, or if I missed your favorite bird, again, let me know in the comments down below. I had a lot of fun making this video, and if you don't like birds and you don't think they're cool, even after this, I don't care. I really don't, because I like birds. Also, don't forget to, you know, like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you disliked it, subscribe if you feel like subscribing. If you think I could do another tier list like this, let me know. Give me some ideas. Anyways, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. Michael out. Boom. Peace. Boom. 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 Boom.